Cardinals defensive coordinator Vance Joseph was asked about what he's made of what he's seen from the Patriots offense. You've heard us rake it over the coals. This was his take on the play calling with the Patriots offense.
I see an offense that's running the football well. It's a very conservative pass game. Lots of screens, all kind of screens. It's like a defensive guy's calling offense. It's how a defensive guy will call offensive plays, right? Let's not turn the ball over. Let's get 4 yards of play and try to burn clock, and that's what they're doing. And that's what he's going to do on Monday night. He's going to be patient. Maybe take a shot here, from time to time, but for the most part, it's running game, it's quick game, and it's screens. So that means the defensive guy. That's what he's doing. He's calling like a defensive guy would call plays.
And here he is, having the time of his life.
There's our guy. There's that guy, Vance Joseph.
What's Sergio, too.
Yeah. So what's the big deal? He's being honest.
He's calling it exactly like it is.
Yeah.
But if you're Mac Jones, does this enrage you or delight you? Because you're enraged that you're this defensive coordinator is essentially mocking your offense.
Yeah.
Hey, it looks like if I was forced to, if every offensive coach fell ill and suddenly I had to call both sides of the ball, this is what I'd be doing. If Cliff Kingsbury got fired and everybody else is gone, this is what I'd do. And that's what it looks like. But then to the other hand, Mac's like, yeah, this is what I said on the sidelines. I said the quick game effing sucks. That's why our offense sucks.
Everything is bad. And it would look the same if a plumber was calling plays. He would call generic. He would call safe plays. He wouldn't be creative. He wouldn't be able to.
I don't think that's giving a lot of credit to plumbers.
Well, an electrician. It doesn't matter. Any labor. I don't
Why
care
do you
who it
hate
is.
our tradespeople?
No, actually, I am a tradespeople.
You're a
Yes,
tradesperson?
Yes, absolutely. To the
What
core.
do you
Bricks.
have your qualifications in?
I lay bricks.
You're a mason man?
Yes.
When?
Since I was 5.
I've never heard about
Well,
this.
again, I didn't know he was in a play with Chris Evans. So
if
what do you want him to
believe
do?
Christian, he's had 20 different jobs over the years.
I did.
And only one
I
of
worked
them
as a
was in
kid.
the NFL.
My dad is a mason.
So when you weren't a private investigator with your dad,
Who was a
you
private
were laying
investigator?
bricks.
Well, my dad, okay, real quickly. My dad laid bricks since he was a kid. He learned from his grandfather, and while when he was off duty as being a police officer, that's what he did. He laid bricks. He laid foundations. He, built buildings. Okay, that's what he did, and I would go to work with him. And then my brother did. That's it. I said, I know, he made me go down well. So, yeah, I'm not very good at it, to the record, so don't. Nothing's ever level.
I just think you have
He's like the embarrassment of the bricklayer family.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All
Totally.
the bricks are
They all make fun of him at Thanksgiving.
They all went up vertically.
In the slanted house, they're all making fun of him.
What college has the slanted dorm that you were in charge of?
UCLA. I was in charge of UCLA
Yeah.
engineering. Yes, I was. Totally different story, though. I had no business having that job. I don't know why
Look
they
at
get.
his hands. Do you see how calcified and rough those hands? That's the hands of somebody that works hard.
My whole life.
Works with his
All I
hands.
did was dig ditches, mix mud, and lay bricks. It was a freaking hated
And
catch
fall
football.
asleep,
That's it.
Fall asleep on stakeouts.
Yeah, and stakeouts. So I don't know where we were, but
We
what
were
were we
talking about Vance Joseph, calling it like it is.
Yeah.
If it looks like a defensive guy is calling the plays, it's conservative. You don't want to turn the ball over.
If you were
4
calling
yards
plays,
here, 4 yards there.
If you were calling plays, you would only call the plays that you really understood.
Maybe if Bill Belichick was my boss.
No,
yeah.
but you would if I was calling plays right now, someone said, here, call plays. I was like, well, okay, I'm going to stick with basic runs. I'm going to try and keep it real clean. I'm not going to take many chances, only if I'm absolutely sure it's going to be there. Maybe like a 2nd and 1, something off a turnover, I'll take a shot. But I'm playing real simple.
Fauria.
I am.
If it's 3rd and 14, you're not calling for a toss over the middle to Jacoby Myers for a 5-yard gain.
But my point is, we're acting like he has the ability to figure this out. Like he doesn't. So anyone who's new to this is going to just play it safe. You know what? Because the alternative is throwing a pick, fumbling the football. So listen, I'm ahead of the curve if I just punt. Like I'll never lose if I just punt. Turning the ball over, having a mix-up of a handoff on a mesh point on a double reverse pass or a simple 3rd and 1, I can't do it. So Vance is 100% right. He's 100% right, and thank God he said it. Because I'm sure, to your point, I'm sure Mac is like, at least somebody's saying it out loud. And they're all laughing at us. Look, what do you think Vance Joseph is the only defensive coordinator that looked at this offense and said, ooh, look out now.
He probably got his film breakdown. It was like, who's pranking me? Who's doing? They're not really running this crap in New England, are they? Come on. Who's pulling my leg right now?
It's probably a quick meeting, Got to watch out for this and, this, and it's just a picture of Ramondre Stevenson. Nobody else. Watch out for him,
Number
guys.
38. Okay, find where that guy is. All right, guys, we're going to, you know what? We'll see you on Monday. You guys, quick, long weekend for you.
You earned it.
If you see this big fella try to cut block, you go right for the quarterback.
Watch him now on the screen.
Having the time of his life for like a year and a half until they fired him. Isn't everybody aren't you kind of happy about this, though? In a way.
If you're Mac Jones.
No, if you're you, if you're Arcan.
Hearing somebody else call it out?
Yeah, having someone who's trained to do it.
I'm tired of hearing people say, I'm not really tired. It's not like it keeps me up at night, but hearing people say oh, you're so negative on the coaching. You're so negative on the offense. Do you watch every snap of these games? It's horrendous. It's so horrendous that they flexed you out of Sunday Night Football for the Eagles-Commanders game. The offense is unwatchable. And now I say that. And you're going against the Cardinals, who I believe that you pointed this out to me, Ryan. They have the worst
statistically the worst
red zone defense.
Which is part of the reason why Vance Joseph should maybe shut the bleep up, right? What are you talking all this smack for? You suck too.
That's an excellent point, Arcan. But now you just know exactly how the script's going to go. Now, Mac Jones is going to pass 4 touchdowns or something, and have 4 touchdown passes, completions in the in a red zone offense, and everyone's going to go, see you. What do you have to say to Matt Patricia now? Does it look like a defensive coordinator is calling it now, huh?
Do you think that
so
that
I'm
really happened?
If that's what happens, if something along those lines happens, I just want to be on the record. Say it to Vance Joseph. Don't say it to me, because I think that both these teams suck.
It is funny, so he really felt emboldened almost. Nobody allows more points than the Cardinals. There's not a defense in the NFL that gives up more points than them.
Still laughing at you.
And he's still just going, oh God, it's like a listen, that doesn't mean he's got good players. It doesn't mean he can stop them, and they're still stupid also, which is part of the problem. But I do think that it's almost refreshing, to be honest with you. A guy like Vance Joseph, I also don't think he gives a crap. He's listen, there's a defensive player, and I feel like there's a lot of people in the NFL, offensive coordinators, you think it's easy, huh? Let me see you try and do it. He's failing at it. Defenders probably sitting there going, holy crap, it's going to be so easy to kind of prep for these guys because they only do 3 things. They're afraid to go here. They won't go there.
Maybe Marcus Jones will be back in there today.
Yeah, look out for that special teams guy on offense.
Yeah, exactly.
Ding, 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 ding,
look
red
out for
flag.
This wild card.
It's like a defensive guy's calling offense.
But isn't
you know what I mean, right? You're in the front row.
He needs to relax.
I think it's great. Well, if you listen, he says it again. He says it twice, and he says, right, guys? He's like, it's like a defensive guys, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not saying anything. I'm not being disrespectful. It's like a defensive guy.
That means a defensive guy. That's what he's doing. He's calling like a defensive guy would call plays.
What does he say? Quick game, lots of screens.
Not going to turn the ball over.
Not going to turn the ball over.
Let's get 4 yards of play.
When it's 3rd and 14, he's going to...
He says he's going to be patient, try to eat up the clock.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's so lame. That's what you do.
Who you are.
That's what you do when you really know that you're not the better team in any skill position in any... It's not just... football. You talk about time of possession, and I know that people will get all worked up. That's not the point. Well, you can't put up points either. But when you don't have a firm grasp of who you are or your game plan, or people don't have buy-in or something, all you try to do is keep the ball out of the other team's hands. It doesn't matter the sport. It's just don't let them get on the board. Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll have Marcus Jones run for, just the whole friggin' field in the last seconds of the game, and then we'll win.
He'll just take the snaps directly.
Exactly.
No one else. Yeah, that's. Listen, if that's where you're at, that's a tough situation to be in. Bill responded, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. So Andrew Callahan, today, the Patriots are at practice at Gillette, and Andrew Callahan asked Bill about these comments from Vance Joseph.
Bill, yesterday, Vance Joseph described your offense as looking like a defensive guy is calling it, not asking you to speak for him. But Do you agree with the premise that an offense can operate, as he described it, like a defensive coach would want, prioritizing time of possession and avoiding turnovers, more conservative style?
Yeah, I don't know. Like whatever he said, so. Great, ask him about it.
Do you see any common themes with perhaps defensive head coaches with defensive backgrounds favoring that style offensively, more conservative attack?
I can't think of any offensive coach that I have ever talked to that has been in favor of turning the ball over. So, start with that. And every coach who's involved in offense is always in favor of scoring points. So score points, don't turn the ball over. I mean, that's a good place to start. Then there's a lot of things that come after that. In the end, I mean, I doubt if you could tell me what the record of time of possession is this year in the league. Right?
I mean, I wouldn't prioritize
No. Well, I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't be able to tell me, like, you know, these teams had X time of possession, they won, they lost. You know, that's not really a turnovers, points. Those are two at the top of the list.
Real missed opportunity for Callahan to be like, actually,
I was just thinking the
have
same
this
thing.
right here. Time of possession.
Oh,
Wouldn't you know
it's
the
funny you asked.
Washington Commanders, duh.
It's funny you asked. Actually, I have those notes right in front of me. Would you like to hear them? Listen, the real dig is the defensive player. Hey, listen, what do you think it looks like? It looks like listen, here's the guy that he chose to run his offense, and here's this young guy who has never had any success other than in college.
Please don't talk about Andrew Callahan that way.
No. Callahan, listen, I actually give him a B. I feel like that could have been an A+, but he didn't have those time of possession stats.
If he had the stats.
No, this. I think this comment really irritated Bill. I think it irritated him.
Oh, he touched the nerve for sure.
It definitely.
Absolutely.
It's mocking his choices, mocking the way it looks and how everybody's ripping it, everybody's questioning it the whole time. And here's like Vance Joseph saying, "What do you mean? What does it look like? It looks like a defensive player's calling offense, right, guys? guys, right? Hey, gentlemen in the front. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean."